It's Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with none other, Jessie Vargas. How's it going?
Hey, it's going well, man. Always a pleasure talking with you guys from FightHype, man. Looking forward to this next fight. You know, we've been having a great fight nights on the zone. So hope that you tune in. And if you speak Spanish, if you understand Spanish, tune into the Spanish portion. All right, we have a great team. You have myself, you have Ricardo Celis, Renato Bermudez, Andres Bermudez, and of course Jorge Calvo. You know, Jim, Art. So we have a good team to put on for you. So tune in on the zone.
Is it a lot of work when you're training and doing this? I've seen you at so many events constantly.
It is. I think that this will be one of my last events before my next fight, because I usually have a 3-month camp. So once camp begins, I don't let anything disturb it. And thankfully, you know, my peers, they understand, so they accommodate me and work around my schedule. But as soon as I start training camp, you know, I stay focused 100% because my main focus is to become world champion, and you know, that's my main priority. And I hope to give my fans, you know, nothing but the best, you know, when it comes to me being inside that ring. So tune into my fight. You know, I don't have a date right now to inform you on, but I do know that we're working on a fight either in September or October. I'd say September more than anything. So the minute it's confirmed, we'll make sure to put it on all of our outlets. That way you will put it in your calendar, and I hope that you will enjoy the fight. As everyone knows, I'm the type of fighter that gives it my all, so make sure to tune in.
How you feeling at this weight now since you've been here?
Much better. 154 pounds is very comfortable for me. I feel stronger, and I mean, in all perspectives, I feel extremely well.
Now, you're a great mind in boxing, and I have to get your thoughts on the Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz performance that happened Saturday, and then how a rematch would turn out, if, you know, since it'll be activated.
Hey, man, it was a major upset. I knew it was a dangerous fight. I mean, it was a better fight than the Miller fight, actually. And as you saw, it was very interesting. Interesting seven rounds. I knew anyone could go down. But man, I mean, upset of the year. Now he made history in becoming the first Mexican world champion. So he made history, and now we're looking forward to the future and to trying to figure out what's next.
For me, it seemed like it didn't surprise you at all. I know at the post conference you were telling a lot of the media members, kind of like you guys.
Go ahead.
Oh no, it's like you guys really didn't give Andy a chance, and I'm sure you had a relationship prior to him, seeing things in him that a lot of media guys was just on Anthony Joshua.
I know Andy was 2007. I know Anthony Joshua as well. He's a good gentleman. You know, he's a good guy, great fighter. It was disrespectful for someone to say, is Anthony Joshua not what we expected? What do you mean? I mean, what's going through your mind? I mean, some of the media don't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? I mean, give credit to both fighters. It's not the fans' fault. It's not the fighters' fault that you did not know of Andy Ruiz. All right, do your homework. If you're a real journalist, if you're in the media, do your homework on each fighter. Do your homework on Andy Ruiz. Do your work on Miller. Do your work on Bob Schmo. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who if they're fighting, and if you're covering it, if you're at the events, do your homework. Know what they have. Know the pros and cons to each fighter. Andy Ruiz was a real talent, a really talented fighter. And that's why he surprised everyone, you know, because a lot of people didn't really pay attention to who he was. But I posted it on my social media because I knew it was going to be a good fight, you know. And the purpose of the zone is to put on great fights, great showdowns for the fans, right? So that's why they put this one on. But some of the fight fans, I mean, when you're a journalist or you're informing the fans of what's going on, it's your job to inform the fans on the pros and cons to each fighter, all right? And I just come out of a fight confused what just happened. Who's Andy Ruiz? You should have done that months before the fight. So it just frustrated me that question. I don't even know who asked the question. It frustrated me that the question was taking credit away from either fighter. No. Andy Ruiz is a real force to be reckoned with. He can knock out anyone in the division, and I'm looking forward to the rematch.